right, we are
Hi.
here with Brendan Moles.
Yes.
And
Morning.
he's from Homeward.
Not
Homeward, that's
Homeward
right.
Bound.
Just Homeward.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a movie about animals.
Yes, it is an awesome movie about
It is a
animals.
great movie.
Let's talk about that instead. No.
Yeah.
But
So, first of all, tell us what Homeward is.
Homeward is a nonprofit, 5013C here in Missoula. It's been around for 21 years now. We celebrated our 20th anniversary last year. We are one of 3 regional homeownership centers in the state of Montana, Billings and Great Falls being the other 2. We started out as a concerned advocate for low-income households having affordable, safe, and healthy housing. And we started developing homes, or housing units, I should say. We have about 8 properties, so we're starting our 8th property in Missoula. So we have 8 properties in Missoula throughout town, and we have other representation of properties throughout the state. We have probably about 16 to 20 properties throughout the state.
Awesome.
Altogether, including Missoula.
how long has Homeward been around?
Well, 21 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 years. And our homeownership center, the homeownership center, which really just began a few years ago, but we've been offering homebuyer education classes and financial fitness classes since 1997. So not quite as long as we've been in existence, but still almost 20 years.
Cool.
So we offer a monthly financial fitness class that's totally free, open to anybody that registers. And we also offer a monthly homebuyer education class. We actually have one starting tomorrow evening.
Awesome.
We do that once a month, and that's usually taught over the course of 3 evenings, 3 consecutive evenings, 3 hours each evening. And then once every 3rd month, we do an all-day Saturday class for those folks that can't do evenings. At the same time, we offer free childcare for both our classes,
Awesome.
in case that's a hindrance for some households to make it so they have a ability to go in and get their children taken care of while they take the class. We offer free counseling in our organization. We do pre-purchase counseling, which is a comprehensive 2-hour counseling session with myself, where we review credit, budget, and affordability. Depending on how much of a house payment you think you can afford, we look at loan options for you. We also offer financial counseling, credit counseling, post-purchase counseling, and foreclosure counseling. And those are all free. Foreclosure counseling, I can spend upwards of 20 to 40 hours with the client at no cost.
Right. So what are some of the biggest problems that a lot of these new homeowners run into and they have to come to you guys?
Well, the new ones, let's just say homeowners in general. Let's not pick on the new ones, right? Homeowners in general. You know, life happens to the best of us. We come across some rough patches and we need some assistance in retaining our home. Whether it's medical issues, you can't work as much, or you're unemployed, you lost your job, a divorce, a death, and you have a house that you have a mortgage payment that becomes now unattainable. So coming to see us, what we are able to do is help clients complete what they call a modification request, an application packet to submit to their servicer to see if the servicer is willing to adjust the terms of their loan so that they can afford the house and retain ownership.
So let's talk about this pamphlet you emailed us. Could you go into a little more detail? Because I've been kind of flashing that up on camera a couple times.
So what you're seeing before you is a brochure that we have that talks about our home ownership center. As I said, we're one of 3 in the state of Montana. It's a complete service where we go from financial education and credit counseling to home buyer education to then post-purchase counseling to foreclosure counseling, starting the cycle again. So it's a complete continuum of services. And we offer, as it says up there in the top right corner, you had it right, free one-on-one counseling, pre-purchase, financial, foreclosure. So it's nice. We are HUD sponsored. We're also sponsored by the state of Montana through the Board of Housing and through NeighborWorks Montana. Those are organizations that allow us to offer these free services at no cost to our clients. So we're grant funded, basically. We also get private. Oh, look at that! Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Flashed you guys up there for a second, didn't you? We offer those services, and I was saying we get we get grants from other organizations. We have a marketing and fundraising manager on our staff that writes a lot of grants throughout the year. We also do receive private donations from foundations and individuals throughout the community and state. And that's our homeownership center. As I said, we're one of the 3 in the state of Montana. So right on site in our newly built Solstice building, there's 2 new buildings that we just recently built, Equinox and Solstice on the corner of Broadway and Russell.
Like those buildings seem to be like a popular design nowadays. Is the architect
They're nice.
Yeah, who's the architect?
You know, I don't specifically. We have two individuals on staff, one architect and one that is an architect as well, I would imagine. I don't think she's licensed, but we have two on staff. And then what we do is we have charrettes. Have you ever heard the term charrettes? Where we get the neighborhood together and where we're building and have all the neighborhood come in and talk and see what they would like. So we involved communities in the construction and design of our buildings.
Cool. Is the Equinox and Solstice low-income housing considered?
Yes, all our units are based on typically 60% of median or less. Right. So, and depending on the size of the unit, it could be 50% of median or less.
Yeah, I had a segment last week on my show where I was talking about some of the city of Missoula's talking about landscaping architecture when it comes to like low-income housing and stuff like that, where they there's like a requirement for like activities area for a lot of these places. And I mean, the wording is just like basically they're saying that they have to put like some kind of like activities, like some kind of like area grassland, unless they're close to a trail. Then otherwise it's kind of like they don't need it.
Access.
Yeah.
If you have ever, I don't know if you've ever, either of you ever been down to the Solstice Equinox, but between the two buildings we have a beautiful landscaped green section. And we have gray water that comes into that section and waters some of the plantings. So we're really concerned about, you know, the use in the environment. We are a gold LEED certified building. Both those buildings are, which means that they've been developed sustainably.
Right.
We have on that site used to be a bowling alley. So if you come into our building now,
I used to bowl there all the time.
Liberty Lanes, that's it. Now called Liberty Street. That's what we're address is. Liberty Avenue.
But it's such a great place because you have the trail right behind it. The trail's fairly new as well.
Hasn't been completely completed. Under Russell Street, when they do Russell Street, they'll complete it, but you gotta bend down to get under the bridge.
Really?
And connect to the trail.
But you know, like I don't remember it. I mean, like it's fairly recent when they actually connected from California to Russell, so that's fairly new.
Yes.
But since this whole push, since the whole Lolo Trail thing going on here, there's been a huge push in Missoula to complete all the trails to connect to Missoula.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, a lot of our employees sustainably commute. A lot of them use that bike trail to get to work, which is really nice. In the Solstice building is where we hold our home buyer education and financial fitness classes monthly. We have a conference center that is available to rent. I think we give a screaming deal to other nonprofits in town, and it's in quite demand. We use it quite a bit, and you can actually reserve it online, but don't ask me how. There is a link that you can get on and reserve the room. You can also go online. If you go up a little bit, you can actually go into classes and services and pick home buyer education. And there you go, and you can go right to our once it loads there, and you can register for our classes. So you see on the left side, you'll see the classes for August, for the remaining of the year, the months of the year, August, September, October, November, December, and you click on that link, and it will allow you to register on our class right down below. You can online register, and then you can also go to.
And so, what would you say that your most popular class is?
Home buyer education, our max capacity is 42, and we're usually in the high 30s, if not up to into 40.
Wow.
For class, pretty much every single month. So it's been in demand since the beginning of time. And this facility is very nice. We have great technical ability there. We have an overhead projector, and can do PowerPoint displays and good sound system. But it's a great facility.
That's awesome.
Well, so one more time, where can people find more information about Homeword?
Homeword.org, HOMEWORD.org, right there on the top of the page. And you can call us at 532-4663. And my name again is Brendan Moles, and they can ask for me. My extension is 14. And Janine Lovell is our financial fitness counselor and educator, and her extension is 23.
Perfect.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. We'll be right back after this.